Alrighty, so recently Monster Hunter came out with a big update. Now today we're making a video of the weapon tier list to get ready to fight the Arc Tempered REY DAU. Alrighty, and before I start rating, I only did know how to use like 3 weapons. And we're gonna start off with the weapon I know the most, which is the Charge Blade. Super comfortable. Obviously it's gonna be S tier. Your weapon, your main weapon of choice might also be S tier, but just not on my tier list since it's not my main weapon. So with that out of the way, Charge Blade, the way I'm rating the weapons, by the way, is time based, how much damage, and honestly how it feels to use the weapon. And the Charge Blade, like I said, super comfortable. Obviously mad DPS per second, especially if you know how to optimally use it. So I will put the Charge Blade S tier just because, like I said, time, it's like under 3 minutes, damage all over the place, comfortability, feel amazing for me. Now we're moving on to the bow. The bow is really strong, really useful, especially with the new dodge mechanics. You could dodge every single attack. The focus strikes are 10 out of 10, amazing, do good damage. And one of the things with the bow is that you could use the focus mode, like attack, to aim for the rocks. So you don't realistically have to like take out your rocks and then aim your rocks and throw your rocks or whatever. You could just shoot a bow and arrow at it. So it's really good. Therefore, I would put the bow and arrow S tier. You're gonna look at the time and be like, whoa, this is almost 4 minutes. Why'd you put this S tier even though it took you 4 minutes? I'll just show you. You guys will see.
Draw its attention. I set a trap. Trap set.
Now that you guys seen why I put the bow in S tier, even though it took me quite a long time, now we're moving on to the long sword. And I'm not gonna lie, for me, long sword is really good, but really boring to play. The most optimal damage with the triangle RT, triangle RT, triangle RT isn't the most entertaining, but however, we'll say the longsword's super easy. The combo's easy, the optimal combo. You could dodge pretty much everything if you're on point. So for me, I would also put the longsword S tier. For the greatsword, that's the next weapon, honestly feels really good, really good time. And the offset attacks, once you learn what offset attacks, the timing of it to counter the monster, it makes the greatsword feel amazing. On top of that, offset attacks, you can guard with the greatsword, that makes it infinitely better. Plus the tackle on charge, plus you could keep rolling if you realistically want to. And all those combined put the greatsword S tier. I promise not all the weapons are S tier. It's just so happens that this is the roll that we're getting right now.
Let's be on our way.
Then we have the Switch Axe, which honestly surprised me probably the most. I did not know I was gonna have that much fun with it, probably because it feels like a charge blade, but you have a dodge mechanic like the longsword, so it's kind of like the best in between. So it really surprised me. I'm sure this is not gonna surprise you guys. Feels amazing, the time's amazing. It's an S tier weapon. I don't know what to tell you, there's a lot of really good weapons out here in Monster Hunter Wilds. And I'm surprised how much weapons I did enjoy, and it felt really, really well, even though I've never used these weapons before. So we finally reached the hammer. And the hammer's a whole different story than all the other weapons, because it's all about the knockout KO potential of this said hammer. Now this hammer also has offset attacks like the greatsword, but holy crap, the hammer feels terrible. I've never used this weapon, but there's other weapons, a lot of other weapons that still haven't used that feel way better than the hammer. So for me, the hammer would have to go B tier. It's one of the worst weapons I use. But again, if this is your main weapon, you're probably better with the hammer. I did get a couple KOs here and there that did help me out, but it just felt terrible, the hammer. Next weapon we have is the sword and shield, and this weapon honestly surprised me. My second favorite weapon using after the switch axe was the sword and shield. It just felt, the mobility felt smooth, the attacks felt smooth. You have a shield, which means you can guard multiple attacks. Just a perfect guard. It's a counter. It's a big damage. Whenever I would use focus mode, it felt like I just attached to the monster. It was crazy. I don't know how to explain it other than that. It felt honestly kind of broken. So for that reason, I'm gonna have to also put the sword and shield S tier. So then comes the hunting horn. And again, this is solo tier list, so bear with me. Hunting horn in a group is S tier. Especially, let's just say someone's dying a lot, they just switch over to hunting horn. They support the group. In solo, this has been the worst experience. Worse than the hammer. Maybe not other weapons which you're talking about, but maybe my build wasn't right for those other weapons. But this hunting horn, I did not like whatsoever. This is probably gonna be the first and only D tier for now. I actually think there might be another one that joins it, but for now, this hunting horn did not like. The feel was bad, and the time was bad. Everything just felt off, other than the beats. My music notes were on point. That's the only thing that was good. And the pair of the come in clutch here and there. And now we have the lance. And the lance, super easy. But I will say it is a little bit like the longsword in the terms of it's really, really boring. But the longsword is a little bit more engaging since you do have to time those dodges. And for this, you realistically just gotta guard and just stand there guarding the whole time. You realistically don't have to think about nothing. This is the don't think about anything weapon. If you don't want to think about anything, use this weapon. He does his charge attack, you're sitting there blocking. You take a little bit of chip, and then you do the punish with the focus attack, which does mad damage, by the way. So I would put this one at a comfortable A tier, just because super simple, super easy, but boring at the same time. But the perfect guards could make it fun. And now we have the gun lance. Honestly, if you main lance, just make the switch and learn the gun lance. The better version, more fun, and insane, more damage, more optimal. It's crazy. And you're using essentially the same weapon, but one that can shoot out the lance, which is insane. and you still got the perfect guards and all that. The Lance felt infinitely better than the Lance. I don't know why. It's just a gun attached to it, but it's just 100 times better. Might be the best weapon in the game. So for that reason, it's an S tier weapon. And the insect glaive, super fun. Fun fact, throughout this whole gameplay, I didn't throw out the insect not once because I didn't know how to throw out the insect. So, but with the insect glaive, what you can do is use focus mode and just attack the monster, and the insect will naturally just go around and give you buffs here and there. And then of course on the wound attacks, you could break the wound and get all the buffs. So that's what it did, and for that reason alone, it puts the insect glaive S tier. Super comfortable, super easy, and I did not use it optimally. Didn't know what I was doing. Now we got the light bow gun. Now the light bow gun is a little bit weird because it was super easy, super boring, but it did take a long time. But it felt fine. It felt okay using. Maybe the build could be a little bit more optimal or something like that. But it felt okay using. It was just really boring to use. So for that, I'm gonna have to put it A. I don't want to put it B with the hammer because the hammer felt bad. The light bow gun actually felt fine. It was just boring. So I'll put it A tier right next to the gun lance. Or the lance. The gun lance is S right next to the lance.
Are you prepared?
And now for the big brother, the light bow gun, the heavy bow gun. Now this is another weird one because I went for like a shotgun-y heavy bow gun build. And the thing is, it was more fun than the light bow gun, but it wasn't like a better or any like way better. It was just more fun in my opinion. But it's not S tier material. I didn't capture or hunt the monster super fast, so the timing was around the same. So for that reason, I'm also gonna put the heavy bow gun at A rank, just because it's not B. It doesn't feel bad. It doesn't feel uncomfortable or nothing like that. It's super fun. It's not super fun S tier, but it's more fun than the light bow gun, in my opinion. The shotgun build that I was using. So for that, again, it's A tier with the lance and the bow gun, the light bow gun. And now finally for the last weapon, the dual blades. And these were so much fun. The only thing you do have to manage is your stamina, because you attacking in the like demon mode or whatever drains your stamina so much. Now obviously you dodging as well gives you the stamina back if you have that kind of build, like kind of like that bow build a little bit, where you dodge and you gain stamina back is really good. But there's also combos for you to go off of the demon mode and get some stamina and then get back into demon mode where you do have the stamina. So if you mobility 10 out of 10, damage like an 8 out of 10, no cap, this dual blade do mad damage, and the combos is a 10 out of 10. So for that reason, it's another S tier weapon.